Hey y'all, it's me, Heracane, with Heracane Survival School, and today we're going to be showing you a super cool hack featuring Jesse Means, and you're going to love it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Alright, so what we're going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put one round in the 12 gauge, and I'm going to shoot at one of those targets, and I'm going to show you the spread of a regular shotgun shell. Then I'm going to explain what the cut shell is. I'm going to cut the shell, and then I'm going to shoot the other target and show you the difference between a regular shotgun shell, 7.5, and a cut shell, which is basically double-aught buck. So this is the regular shotgun shell. We're going to shoot at that right target, and you're going to get to see what it looks like.
So Jesse wanted a range to do this video with, so I said, hey, I got a place. Let me take you down to my range. It's a redneck range. So I sharpened up some sticks, and here we are.
Alright, so here's the target that we shot with the regular bird shot, 7.5 shot. You can see all the spread that it has with the regular shotgun shell. So now I'm going to explain what the cut shell is, and then we're actually going to do it. Alright, so back in the Depression era, my grandfather told me that they couldn't afford double-aught buck or buckshot for the 12 gauges. So basically all they could afford was the bird shot, which kind of goes to having one tool or one type of gun for multiple uses. This is something that, as a survival enthusiast, we should all practice. If you're going to buy a saw, make sure that the saw can do several different things, not just cut wood. If you're going to buy a knife, make sure the knife can do several different things. So with a cut shell, you have a regular shotgun shell, that's bird shot, 7.5 shot. What we're going to do is, this is the casing down here with a primer. There's actually what they call a wad in this shotgun shell. Inside this wad is full of gunpowder, and the top of this wad is full of BBs. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this shell at an angle all the way across, so it's like an accordion. It's not going to be able to come apart. It's not going to fall apart. We're just basically using the wad and that little strip of plastic to hold the shell together. And then once we load it, we chamber it really carefully. We're going to chamber it in the 12 gauge, and then we're going to shoot at the other target, and it's going to shoot the entire wad of BBs at one time. It's going to be like buckshot. So here we go.
Before you cut that, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You said you were going to cut it at angle. What exactly did you mean by angle? I'm kind of back there filming, so I really couldn't see.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start right here at the end of the shell, and we're going to cut this all the way around and make a full circle with the knife, and it's going to go at an angle like a snake all the way around the shell.
Oh, okay.
Now what you want to be careful is when you cut this, you're going to be real careful because you don't want to cut your thumb. So
basically this side's going to be a little bit higher than the starting point?
Correct.
Okay.
So when the cut is finished, it'll look like a snake has actually snaked itself around the shell.
Awesome.
Okay, so I always hold the knife like this. Okay, and I'll start cutting at an angle. Just take your time. You're not in no rush. It's no big hurry. And once I got that line, you see that line? After I get that line, then I just start working that real slow so that I can cut that shell open. All right. Cut it a little bit more. Just like that. All right. So see how that is like that? That's called a cut shell.
How much is left on the end that you didn't cut?
This whole end right here, this is the projectile. This is what actually is going to be shot at the thing. And this little bit of the shell that's still connected, that's going to actually just break apart. And the powder is underneath the wad down here. So it's going to push this entire projectile at that target. All right, so like I said before, got to be careful loading it in the 12 gauge because now you have an exposed round. Like we've also said before, we don't advise you to do this. This is a survival situation. The shit hits the fan. You know, emergency situation only. So, but it's a good idea to have this in your arsenal. So we're actually going to put this in the chamber, nice and easy. Load the shotgun. We're going to shoot at that target right there.
You go get the pieces to the target, but you see one is floating down the creek. Another one is way up there. One is right there, and there's another piece. So let me cross the creek. And
all right, so we shot the cut shell. I'm going to show you the target in just a second, but I want to show you what the shell's going to look like when it ejects. So here's the regular shotgun shell. You can see that the whole shell's exposed. The wad is gone, the shell, the bird shot, and everything. Here's the cut shell. The entire top half of the shell came off. Now, here's the target that the cut shell hit. It hit right here in the center, tore off this entire half of the target. Survival situation, hunting big game. You want to piss them off or you want to kill them? It's up to you guys. Thank you for joining in with us. We look forward to hearing from you again.